Bonjour and welcome to all of you comic book geeks, readers and particularly collectors for my comic book haul videos, which are all about the back issue goodness. And as is so often the case, it is a Marvel centric back issue haul. I have got a DC one on the way, don't worry, because in a peculiar way that I do these videos, I've literally bought a load of back issues today, but I'm doing last week's back issues now. So I can tell you, if you're still clinging on, if you're clinging on saying, oh, Hog, mate, come on, you can't just do Marvel all the time. I have got some nice silver, right on the cusp of Silver and Bronze Age DC gems for you in my next back issue haul. So please stay with me. I'm begging now, and I mean it's not a good look, is it? It's not good. It's not a good look. I just realised what I was doing then. It's like, oh, what else have I got to do for clicks, man? What else have I got to do? But I'm very, very pleased with this. But it's going to be a 1990s Doctor Strange special. They are hilarious, honestly. And my old mate Paul, Comics and Fantasy in Hornchurch, Essex, England, he sorted me right out. Nice deal. And I wouldn't have bought them. Let's be fair. You can look at the price guide and you can look at them and then you can say, well, I'm not going to do that. I need someone to buy them. And other than that, I've got some Bronze Age beauties here. Shall we get going? Other than Marvel, I've got continuity comics. Neil Adams, late 80s, early 90s. Just an aberration of what's going on, of, you know, stuff that turns up. But first, let me turn to my other old mate Jamie at New Dawn Comics, ably assisted by Lizzie, and they sorted me out. They sorted me out some good stuff. Let's start. Let's get going. Do you know what this is? The second appearance of I was going to say Fu Manchu then. The second, I should really edit these videos, shouldn't I? But I'm not going to. It is the second appearance of Shang-Chi. And I was excited. Jamie writes these labels. Look, he writes these labels and then I embellish them. And it is 1974 and it's Jim Starlin. What is there not to like? Shang-Chi, Jim Starlin, 1974. He always does me a deal on the cover price, so I always ignore that. But his labels are becoming legendary, as in second appearance of Shang-Chi. Love it. So yeah, in all seriousness, little bit of Jim Starlin action. Love it. Werewolf by Night. I have been continually trying to piece this collection together, and I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I started about 2-3 years ago to try and get all of the Marvel horror. I just decided that's what I want to get. Tomb of Dracula is your main, is your core, and then Werewolf by Night, and then it goes from there. Where Monsters Dwell, Frankenstein, la la la, and Mike Ploog artwork. Battle with Dracula, superb. And then is this a little bit of Gil Kane? I think that might be. Yeah, looks like Gil Kane. These are just. Yeah, this is definitely Gil Kane because he's got his name on it. These are just the ones that fill in the blanks, guys. You know what I'm talking about. You've got to get the whole. But Werewolf by Night is a nice concise run. Same as Tomb of Dracula, and the same as all the Marvel Bronze Age horror titles, even Ghost Rider. They're so nicely self-contained that you can see the end of the road. You know, like when you're collecting and you can never see the end of a road. Like you decide to collect Superman or the Incredible Hulk or Thor, which Thor is one that I am trying to do, and it's endless. It just goes on and on and on and on, unless you're Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, and you've got all the dough. So no, I really enjoyed. Thank you, Jamie, for those. I've got a few more put by. First appearance of Moon Knight, which obviously I'm going to be showing off. So excited about. So, New Dawn Comics links are in the title page. Now we move on to Paul, and he brought in a collection. You know what it's like when you get loads and loads and loads of comics in. He just threw these at me as he was wading through them, and I do stick my big nose in. Bless him, Paul. Thank you, mate, for being so patient with me, because sometimes I turn up in the shop, he's got a new collection in, and I dive straight in. He's not even had time. But these odd bods, and these are odd bods, because do you know what? I thought these were Neil Adams. I know it's his company, but it wasn't. It wasn't. There was one cover. This cover is Neil Adams because he's put his signature on it. But other than that, what I never realised was, because I only got the early continuity stuff, the Ms. Mystic, what was it, Bucky O'Hare. There was a couple of others, but they was the right early first ones that he did. What I didn't realise is that he just literally schooled these artists to draw like him, which I can't say I'm totally on board with. I'm not a big fan of. I didn't realise it until this. I mean, this is Trevor Van Eden artwork in this, which I have heard that name before. I don't know if he did stuff for Image early on, and it's great artwork. Don't get me wrong, but it looks like Neil Adams, and it was all in those 3 issues. Anyway, Paul threw them at me, so thanks, Paul, because he knows a lot of bods like that. And if you're gonna, if you are gonna copy an art style, why not Neil Adams? And talking of art styles, I did pick these up off of Paul a while ago, but I've just recently dug these out of a box. Care Andrews, he's doing the Spider-Man Reign 2 storyline at the moment, and what a sensational writer-artist he is. He does like writing and drawing his own stuff. And I just think this was a real, again, this was an odd bod of a story, and I'm not normally up for. He's aping some classic Frazetta styles here, and basically throwing Marvel superheroes into a multiverse. But he reined it into 5 issues, so I do applaud him for that, because yeah, look at this Death Dealer. Look. What have we got? Storm. Yeah, we got Storm with Captain America's shield on Death Dealer's horse. So I love it. Amazing fantasy. We all know what title of comic that is, don't we? Science fiction. Look, they came to a world with no heroes and no escape, featuring Captain America, Spider-Man, Black Widow and more. It was a little weird and wonderful tale, and gone, which was good. 5 issues. Do it. You know, tell your little weird story and get out of town. Yeah. So, but I am biased because I do like Care Andrews, or Care. Is it Care? It's K-A-A-R-E. Care Andrews. So, and he's doing Reign 2 Spider-Man at the moment, which is also very good. Now, this is what you're all here for. Doctor Strange in the 1990s. First of all, we've got Mephisto. We don't go there in these back issue videos. We don't go there. But her name is Mephisto, all right? And it is the daughter of Mephisto, okay? Anyway, she's in that issue. We are going back to 1991, and Doctor Strange is going on a mad one. It's Roy Thomas on the art duties, Roy and Dan Thomas on the art duties. And look, Silver Surfer's in this one. They're throwing everything at Doctor Strange. What I couldn't get over, going back through these, look, we've got Doctor Doom in this one. Look who we've got. We've got Adam Warlock, Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, Doctor Strange. We've got Thanos in this one, but trapped in a time warp. No, don't. Well, you are welcome to sing the song at home, but I won't do it here in public. Unless I'm hiding my face with a comic. No. I won't subjugate you to that. Look, there's more. Look, Dark Doom. What I will say is, as much as I'm taking the mickey, as we say in England, out of I'm teasing. Look what they throw at it. Look, there's Thor and Wanda. Yeah, and that's when she had cleavage. That's when she was allowed to have cleavage. Warlock's back again. Look, you've got. Oh, this is Infinity Gauntlet, so you've got them all here. And this is Roy. And don't forget, this is Roy Thomas. Is writing this. It says Roy and Dan Thomas. But don't forget, Roy Thomas has been writing for Marvel Comics and an editor of Marvel Comics since the early 70s. Roy Thomas was the one that adapted Conan for Marvel. So we can't, as much as I'm making light of these comics, and because it was the 90s, I mean, look at what they threw at this. Frankensurfer. Behold. My God. We'll have to race through these. Otherwise, literally, this video, these comics are beautiful in their ridiculousness. And I don't know what issue Doug Isherwood became the mainstay. Sorry, Doug, not Jeff Isherwood. Sorry, Jeff. I think it may have been this one. Yeah, I think it may. Anyway, Jeff Isherwood is ushering in. He's channeling a bit of Gene Colan there, look, with his depiction of Daredevil. But they're throwing every character at it. So, who else? Oh, Galactus. Let's throw Galactus at Doctor Strange, shall we? Here he is. Well, what about... Who else haven't we used? What about one of the X-Men? Yeah, let's throw Juggernaut. Let's throw Juggernaut at it. Yeah, and then there's just it's a few issues, like nondescript. Look at everyone in this issue. Because obviously I haven't read all of these yet. I've just picked them up last week, and I will get around to it. But in the meanwhile, I've just been enjoying literally what they've thrown here. We've got very current. I'm going to hashtag Agatha Harkness now. Look, ooh. Doesn't look anything like the Dismal Minus Demon's Debt. That's a beautiful cover, to be fair. Demon's Debt. Now, if you're a Doctor Strange fan, which I am, by the way, I know I'm making light because it is the 90s, and you have got to have a tongue in your cheek with some of this stuff because it is really, really, really over the top. But then it resonates. You can't mock Roy Thomas, but he was off it by then. It was Len Kaminsky, I think, took over. And Silver Surfer's back. Silver Surfer is back in a foil cover. Look at that foil. Look. Oh, yeah, look. They should have used me to advertise this back in the day. We loved a bit of foil, didn't we, in the 90s? We loved it. Who have we got? Bullman? What's his name? Oh, I don't know who that character. Raging Bull? Man Bull? Oh, I don't know. But look, we've got Morbius now. But what a cover. If I was doing my regular weekly comic reviews and this was in a cover of the up for cover of the week. Come on, you can't, you know, Doctor Strange getting. We've had the Blood Hunt crossover recently, but look what they did in 1992, 1993. Look what they was doing already. They'd already done it. So anyway, I'll just rattle through a few of these covers. Yeah, just a lovely run. Look, just a nice 1990s run. They weren't £1 million, and the world dies, and the world dies. Ah, it was good. You know, it might sound as though I'm mocking it, but I've bought it for my collection. Like, I don't want crap. As if you've watched my last video, you know that I do put a halt to it as soon as I realise. But it's a tongue-in-cheek mocking, because they threw everything at this. They threw everything at this stuff, and I hope that the lighting shows this cover off. Can you see this kind of? It's not foil, but it's just a black. It's just shades of black on the cover. But we was all going mad in the 90s. Publishers were going mad. We was buying 18 copies of every comic coming out, weren't we? Another character they threw at Doctor Strange. It looks like they were really desperate. It does. By issue 41, they even had to throw Wolverine at him. And it takes some doing. Now, this is a favourite. So we leap forward a year or two into the mid-90s. Where are we now? We're 94. Guys, you couldn't get away with this one now, could you? You can't make a play of words on Wong. Am I right? Let's see what I did there. Now we've got Submariner. Look, Doctor Strange is in a mask now. He's masked up like he was briefly, like way back when. Oh, Clea's back. Now we've got some late 90s kind of sex action on. Come on. Bring it with Clea. Come on, Snogger. Snogger on the cover. Snogger. Yeah, who's this? Is this Polaris? Is it? They're mixing it up with X Factor. Yeah, they're mixing it up with X Factor now. It is Polaris, isn't it? Obviously. They're mixing it up with X Factor now. That's not going to win cover of the week, is it? It looks like he's got a bellyache. Oh, sorry if I'm being really. I do love this stuff, but you do have to laugh at the depictions of. Yeah, we've got all three versions of the 90s Doctor Strange there, and yeah, until what issue was it? Where is it? I wrote it down. Issue 74. Steve Yoel of Zenith fame. Yep, he drew this one. Random, I know. God, I don't know what was going on at Marvel. Was it 94 by this time? No, 95. So 95, Steve Yoel is drawing an issue of Doctor Strange. His artwork doesn't really suit the character, but he's a good artist. 75 was Mark Buckingham. And this is a major key issue, right? So get ready to get on eBay now before the next Doctor Strange film comes out, where he has long hair. This is issue 75. This is the first long hair Doctor Strange. I think it is an overlooked key issue, because I couldn't believe it. And it's double sized as well. Yeah, I mean, Marvel back in the day, it was either $2 or $3.50 for a foil cover and double sized. Look at that. Look. First long hair Doctor Strange. You heard it here first, okay? And look how they developed it. Look, John Lennon glasses as well. This was the first John Lennon glasses issue with long hair. This was the first. These are all minor. These are not major keys, minor keys. This was the first John Lennon glasses pistol at the head key issue. CGC 9.8. No, I'm mocking it all now, aren't I? All I'm doing is being facetious now. But I've thoroughly enjoyed rummaging through that 90s romp of a character and how he can change, how different writers, different artists, different editors, they can all have their own take on the same character, culminating in this. That sounded like a mwahaha then, didn't it? But I didn't mean to do that. Let me do that again. It culminates in this. Oh my God. Look at this for a comic cover. What? If I had already sworn in this video, and I could accredit my video as abbreviated swearing, I would swear again. All I'm going to say is WTF. This cover. My God. Literally. The Doctor is in. In what? We don't go there because these are clean, family appropriate back issue videos, and I hope you've enjoyed that. And I know I ramble, and I know I laugh, and I know I have mocked, but it comes from a happy place. It comes from a place of love. Look at that wad of Doctor Strange. I have probably got, that's probably going to overload my already swollen long box of Doctor Strange comics, but I'm happy to do it because you've got to fill in the gaps. And I'm not saying they won't be enjoyable. From Mephisto to long hair Doctor Strange, a trip through early 90s Doctor Strange. Love it. So I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. And I know I do ramble, and I know maybe this is a video for, you know, I don't know who I'm, I never aim a video at an audience, but I hope you do enjoy them. And if you haven't got them, or even if you're not interested, you find the video entertaining. Thank you if you stayed with me this far. Stayed with me this far. I really do appreciate it. And I've noticed a load of you new subscribers jumping on board. If you've bared with me, then I know you're solid hog fans. So thank you for that. I will always enjoy, apart from when I do my odd rant video, in brackets, 99% of the time, this is me. So thank you for that. And bring it on, bring on more back issues. Join me. Next video is going to be my top 10 of the week. So please join me. I'd love to see you all over there. And until then, I will bid you all adios.